Buenos dias a todos. Welcome back to another episode of Go Before You Don't, and welcome to the city of Oaxaca.
You gotta go before you don't. You gotta go before you don't. You wanna see the pyramids, the Eiffel Tower, anything you want, baby, got the power. Go before you don't. You gotta go.
This place is so picturesque.
We love it here in Oaxaca. Let the record show we love it here. This city feels, first of all, feels more like a little town. It's very quaint, it's very colourful and very traditional. There's not much traffic despite this road does, yeah, that's Sod's Law. There actually isn't a lot of traffic, but right now, as I'm saying, there's not a lot of traffic. There is a lot of traffic, but trust me, in general, not a lot of traffic. You can walk along in the roads and there's lots of stalls and markets and people selling things, and it's just bloody lovely here, isn't it?
It's so nice, and the weather's so nice. The buildings, the architecture is so beautiful. It's like full of these little colourful houses.
Yes.
I love colourful houses.
The weather is nice, but unfortunately for someone from Scotland that means that it's sunny, which means sunburn is a real risk. So we just had to pop into a farmacia and pick up some sunscreen for me. Lo siento.
It's a huge hassle actually.
Yeah, we tried to go to two before we actually found one that actually existed, and then my card didn't process and the payment was pending, and
Yeah, classic.
Kalisi had to put it on her card. So gracias a mi novia. Oh, friend. I said girlfriend. I said girlfriend and she says friend. What does that tell you? Who's more committed to this relationship? So right now we're having to stay in the shade because I just applied my sunscreen and I gotta wait 20 minutes before I can go in the sun. Sun's gonna get me! Ah! Kalisi! I still got 10 minutes! It's not easy being white, you know.
He said no white man ever.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. Oh, our hostel's around here, on the right. So we're staying once again at the Selena. We stayed at two Selenas already. We stayed at the one in Cancun, we stayed at the Selena in Mexico City, and now we're staying at the Selena here in Oaxaca City. Look how much traffic there is here. I look like such a liar. So if you're coming to Mexico, I think these Selenas are pretty much everywhere, and they actually have their own mobile phone app as well on the Android store or Apple store or whatever. You don't have to go through Hostel World, so you don't have to pay that little bit extra to use Hostel World. Check this out. One solution for not having a big enough boot.
That is 150 inches of television hanging out of the taxi cab.
Yeah.
Lo que pudo haber sido y no fue. Quiero gozar de esta vida, teniéndote cerca de mí hasta que muera.
The sun is just about to set here in Oaxaca. I'm out for a bit of a wander with the camera. Kalisi's having a bit of a sleep at the moment because she's not feeling too great, and she wants to get some rest before this evening because we're coming back out tonight. Tonight is the day before Christmas Eve, and in Oaxaca that's a pretty special night. It's called La Noche de los Rabaños, which is actually a bit of a weird thing that they do here. It's called the Night of the Radishes, and apparently what happens is all of the locals bring radishes into town and they sculpt them into different shapes, sort of like people do with pumpkins on Halloween, except it won't be a pumpkin, it'll be a radish. Yeah, I've only just found out about this recently, but it sounds interesting. So we're definitely going to come out and see that tonight. And the big celebration here for Christmas is actually tomorrow on Christmas Eve rather than Christmas Day. Christmas Day here is spent at home with the family, whereas on Christmas Eve it's called La Noche Bueno, which means the good night, and apparently there's all sorts of things going on in the street and lights and parades and floats and things like that, so we'll definitely be back out to see that tomorrow night as well. I just hope Kalisi's feeling a bit better in a couple of hours because she loves it here. She's absolutely fallen in love with this place. She can't get enough of it. She's desperate to buy a rug. Even though we don't even have a house to take it back to, she keeps saying we should get a house. There's so many things I want to take back and I want this rug. Good news!
Awake.
Kalisi's feeling okay! Yay!
It's scratchy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get sick.
We have thought we're getting sick like 3 or 4 times on this trip so far and we've managed to avoid it. So don't ruin it now. So we're gonna go and have some dinner right now with some people that we met in Mexico City. They were in our dorm room there and just by chance we've all come down to Oaxaca at the exact same time. So we're gonna go and meet them for some vegetarian food. They found a place online and we're making our way there now.
Nunca lo entendí que pa' mí amar es lo mismo para otros. Quiero mucho más que eso. Dices que tú no podías más, que eras débil. Que no tengo espacio para otra cicatriz.
Wow, that looks great.
I just don't want to drill.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Look how sharp it is.
Oh yeah. Put on auto, bro. It'll be all good.
It's on auto, bro. There we go.
Hey!
You made it. Well done. So right now we're on our way down to the main square here in Oaxaca City, which is called
Zocalo.
There we go. I knew someone knew it. Zocalo.
I was like,
And apparently, and I don't want to get you too excited, apparently this is where all the radishes are. But we are yet to see any of these robanos or radishes as you might know them. But apparently Jane was there earlier and she saw them.
I don't believe it, because radishes are like this small. How can you be like carving out of radishes this small?
I don't know, but you know what?
It was like a radish nativity. It was a pie.
Made of lots of radishes.
Mini radish.
Yes, lots of radishes together.
We're gonna go find out, Kalisi. That's for damn sure. Look how pretty the street is with all the decorations.
How happy are you that you came to Oaxaca and not Guadalajara?
Totally. We almost went to Guadalajara, a big stinking city.
Which is probably cool. I don't know, but Oaxaca is muy bonito.
It's muy bonito.
Look at this giant guy.
What is happening here?
So this is just a shop that happens, but they do this for people who get married, so they make giant versions of them. So when you get like
a giant version of yourself.
Yeah, and then you like pesh maybe, I don't know. You get the one for the bride and one for the groom, and then someone like carries them and they spin around and the big doll and its arms flap out.
What? Like a wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube man?
Yes!
Just a wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube man at your wedding?
Yes, exactly. And then you have two people with a big balloon and it has the names of the couple on them. And they spin around, and then the whacking waving arms people spin around.
Wacky waving inflatable arm flailing?
Yes! And then there are these like nightmare death wobbles that spin around.
Oh my god.
And it's amazing.
Well, that sounds like a bloody good time. We just arrived at the Zocalo, and there are muchas personas here. Many
But also
people.
look at the cute Christmas tree and the paper mache's on it. It's real cute.
Yeah. It's quite a scene, it's very Christmassy. Just trying to cross the road is a bit of a nightmare. Whoa! Didn't see that there. What? There's a massive queue. What are these people queuing for?
Candy? No.
Candy? Watch your pockets, people. Watch your pockets. Okay, I'm gonna have to put the camera down because I'm literally holding it right in people's faces. No bueno.
Vamos y sin censura, yo te hago todo a ti dulzura. Que pa' eso vente yo solo cuéntate. Y si tú quieres te pone a buscar. Es como tú lo mueves a pam pam, haciendo locura en la mañana. Si alguien te pregunta no ha pasado nada, solo amaneciste en mi cama. Dale, bésame, ven y atrápame. Hagamos jueguitos que de chiquito no pude hacer. Dale, bésame, ven y atrápame. Que ahora adultos sabemos bien lo que vamos a hacer.
That's not what the queue's for though.
I'm pretty sure it is.
Really?
That makes more sense.
Yeah, they're like figurines. So there's an absolutely massive queue of people along this whole square. And we were trying to figure out what they're queuing up to see. And we think we've figured it out. We think they're here. No,
I think not.
they're here to see the radishes. There's a massive line of people walking past all the radishes. And they're like little figurines. What else can it possibly be? They're all lined up here, look.
You didn't ask anyone.
I know, but it has to be. Okay. It's like an exhibition of radish design. Is this what everyone's waiting to see?
Oh yes, over
The whole queue?
Yeah.
This lady's been waiting for 3 hours.
Yeah, I'm a Mexican, what can I do, right?
Is this a big deal though?
I don't even eat them, no.
No, I don't eat them either, but I like to
never
see
will
them.
now.
I mean, it looks amazing.
look at this
You can
one.
see them from here. They're over there.
Yeah.
I mean, the queue is to get up close and personal with them.
there's some that are real big inside.
Right.
They win prizes for it and all that.
Wow, and it's a big deal. Like, these are amazing. They are really intricate.
So beautiful.
So how much longer have you got to wait?
Well, I think about 30
4 hours.
minutes.
Okay.
No, about 30 minutes.
All right, well, well done you.
I'm gonna fall asleep once I get
Yeah,
there.
exactly. I don't think I'm going to wait 3 hours. I think I'm happy seeing them from this distance. Listen, I like a sculpted radish just as much as the next guy. But 3 hours? 3 hours in a queue for some radishes? I don't think, you don't even get to eat them.
They've done a lot of work. It looks amazing. Like, look at this. It's a whole house.
Listen, I'm impressed. I'm super impressed. I'm just not going to wait 3 hours to see them closer than this.
Cute.
Listen, it's very impressive. It's just not worth 3 hours of my life. We'll come back tomorrow when it's the last day of the radish exhibition tomorrow. And hopefully, if we come early enough, there'll be no one there. Oh my gosh, there's so many people. Hola. They are amazing.
It's like they've made snowflakes out of radishes.
They're astounding.
It doesn't even snow here.
There is no limit to what these people can do with radishes.
Let's get out of the way now.
I know, I'm so claustrophobic now. So I think I'm just going to finish the video up just now because we are now walking home. We're finished with the festivities here. I am sorry that I didn't get to show you the radishes up close as much as I would like to, but if you... Yeah, maybe tomorrow, but if you're watching this and you think that I should have waited 3 hours in a queue to show you radishes, then maybe you should come to Mexico and see them yourself. Anyway, we've had a really nice time in Oaxaca City. We're here for a few more days, over Christmas in fact. So do make sure you tune in next time to see our next videos here. And just before I finish off this video, if you haven't been to Oaxaca,
Go for your dump.
Dale, bésame.